Every day's a new day. You plan something and you think, this is what we're gonna do. Nah, it doesn't work that way. There's usually a cow where she shouldn't be or a horse doing something he shouldn't. You stay right here and I'll go out around them, above them. My dad, he always used to tell me, you gotta learn to think like a cow. Well, that's sometimes kind of hard to do. Oh yeah.
Back in the day, the government acquired this country and they needed to get it inhabited in order to control it. One of the means they used was homesteading, and people could live on a portion of land for a while and then acquire the title to it, the deeds to it. Jack was my great-grandpa, and he and his wife Mary, they came from central Utah in 1902. Jack had been in trouble with the law, and the isolation was an appealing thing to him.
Homesteads were already here before the monument came in. 1915 is when my folks started out, which is Dio and Laura Walker. We started out with 320 acres, and then Granddad kept adding to that. They looked for the best water holes, where there was water. They worked hard, the homesteaders had to. Every move they made had to be towards food, basically, or, you know, and the more land you could acquire, the more livestock you could run. We've got pretty close to 6,000 acres. My grandmother said in order to get to town, it took 4 days by horseback, which usually a lot of times my family would stop off at Josie Bassett's place.
She was an old lady that wore bib overalls. We showed up, the first thing she asked you was, when would you eat last? I just made some jelly out of the plums. Want some jam? Everybody that knew Josie had a different story to tell about her.
She had her ways of surviving. She raised a few bum calves that probably belonged to Chews, because they were the closest neighbors, so.
It dang sure took a certain type of a person, because not everybody could live remotely.
My oldest grandson, Logan, he comes and spends the summers with me, and he usually gets in on all these wire cleaning up projects. He does like to ride a horse once in a while when I let him, but most of the time he's labor. My dad built fence, my granddad built fence. And my generation has to come back in and rebuild everything. Okay. I'm trying to keep the homesteads together. We've always had a very good relationship with the monument.
We live here next to the Dinosaur National Monument, where the dinosaurs were here for 200 million years, and then something happened and they couldn't change and they're gone. We need to be able to roll with the punches and change, evolve, whatever it takes, so that the livestock can flourish and the wildlife also.